Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, Starseed Healing. Today, I want to talk to you about my friend. Hello, my name is Helmando. My experiences with this friend and how I've learned to accept myself for who I am and what I'm doing to heal it. And then I will be sharing with you, channeling for you some light language codes to accept yourself for who you are and to show love to yourself. So when I was really young, about 7 maybe, I started having herpes. They're called herpes. And I used to get them either on my nose or around my nose or my lips or my face. And the doctors always said it's from her having fever because she's always growing tall. And so we had that confirmation that it was just me having fevers and this pops out. But I started to realize that it affected me a lot because I was really embarrassed. People were disgusted by it, so it made me feel and look at myself as disgusting. At school, if I had a concert or something, because I was in a choir, I would be in the front and they would put me in the back so my face doesn't show. Also, I used to dance, so when there's concerts or we have classes, they used to put me on the back also, so it's not shown. So to me, what I was receiving from the outside world is that this is not accepted. The thing that is growing on my face once in a month or whenever it happens, it's not accepted, it's not normal, it's disgusting. So I have to hide it. And I remember, like, even when I used to go dancing, this was a very professional company, and they used to want to like put on a lot of makeup on my face, and there were times where I had to say no because I was so young, I didn't even know what was going on. But there were times where I've learned that makeup makes it worse, because I used to, let's say for example, if I have it here and they put makeup on, it actually spread everywhere because you're moving it around. That's how I started to signify this as ugh. So this is a part of me that I have to hide, that I need to be ashamed of and stuff like that. When I grew up, I had problems also when I used to be at work. Same, people used to pick on me and stuff like that. Now guys, me growing up, I was always like the one that never cared. I'm always joking. I was tough. I was really tough. But inside, you know, you still feel those triggers coming up. You're like, why do I have this? And when you're a kid, when you're a teenager, you don't know. So when we started to go to the doctors to see what it was, they said it was herpes, and herpes are sexually transmitted. I was like 7. So there was no type of sexual activity of any kind. So we knew it was something immune. But it took a few years to realize. And it only happened to me when there's a hormonal imbalance, and it usually used to happen to me during my periods or when I'm very stressed or when I get sick. Lately, I haven't had them, and I was working a lot with womb healing. I was doing a lot of womb healing on myself, so it showed. And this month, it's funny because now I'm realizing this month my cycle changed. I used to bleed with the full moon, and I bled this time with the new moon because I've been working on it for like 2 months to change my cycle with the new moon, and it actually happened. It took like 2 months, and now I'm realizing that this is why it could be affected. But what I have realized is that for me to actually heal this, it's not medical. Like I have to take it back. I have to see when it first happened, what triggered it, and that is what I have been doing for the last 3 days. I switched off my phone. I'm just spending time to understand what happened a long time ago, because there has to be some kind of trauma that I couldn't deal with. So my body took the hit for me, and eventually it will come out. And so I knew that this was brought back to me this month because now I'm so open and I know how to heal stuff, that I know how to heal myself, that they showed it to me so I can so I can remember and I can deal with it and not have to deal with it ever again. And so what I have been coming to realizing when I go within is that I remember the ages started, but I don't really remember that there was any trauma. So I don't know where it's triggered from. And I've been diving really deep to get some answers. And now I realize that I need to not dive anymore. Now I just need to let it go because I've opened up that door, and eventually in days or weeks or months or years time everything will start to flow in. But I'm so open that I know that weeks and months and not more. So I wanted to share this with you because no one will accept you for who you are if you don't accept yourself. You have to love yourself for who you are. Whatever you don't like about yourself, you are who you are for a reason. And I know that all the traumas and all the illnesses and all the pain that I had to endure in my life was to get me to this point to heal it. If I didn't go through it, I wouldn't have had the traumas, I would have the triggers, I wouldn't have the pain, I would have the depression, and I wouldn't be here right now talking about my experiences. I know that a lot of you will resonate with this. Doesn't have to be this. It could be so many things. And that's why I say it's a time to reflect. But then you will have to know when to stop. You've done enough, and now just let the information come to you. And I'm hearing like somebody asking me, how do I do it? All you need to do is take time to be alone, take a few breaths in and out, and imagine yourself going back to where whatever it is that's happening to you or that you are experiencing. Take yourself back to those moments. So for me, I went back to when I was a kid and I tried to figure out when it first happened, and I don't remember the first time, but I remembered other times where I had it, and that's where you start. You go back to a moment, you go back to a memory, and then you start going back. If you can't do that, like it happened with me, I still don't know where it came from because I'm still moving backwards. Now I know with the guidance of my guides that I need to stop. With my intuition, I need to stop. I've opened the door, I've digged the tunnel, the channel is open. When I'm ready for the information, they're going to give it to me. I'm going to give it to myself, actually. It's just about timing. Maybe right now I can't handle the truth, or maybe right now I'm already seeing it and it's like, no, that didn't happen. I'm still going to the place of me being accepting. Everything happens in divine timing, and that's what we need to trust. But if the answers come to you, do not fight them. Do not resist them. And when they come, do not get stuck in them. So if you see something and it triggers you and gives you, it's like it takes you back to that trauma, if it was a trauma, all you have to do is see what's going on, listen, feel, know, and then leave. Do not be like, oh, I really need to know what he said or she said or I've done or that, and keep digging. No. You just have to open the door, see it for as it happened, and take that information and let yourself be upgraded for you to see the truth. That's how we figure out stuff, through meditation or just mindfulness, just being in the moment. Sometimes I'm doing this work, I'm meditating, nothing comes through, and then 3 hours later I'm drawing or cooking or doing something, and boom, they give me the answer. Sometimes it's years after or months after, but it does come through, and it's always at the time when I'm ready for it, and I can accept it, and I can accept myself and heal myself. And that's how we heal things, is we go back, we figure things out, we surrender, we let go, and it gets healed. And we don't repeat the same cycles, because if you keep doing the same mistake, you'll get the same results. So what I have learned is that it doesn't really bother me anymore I don't really catch myself hiding my face like I did before. Even when I used to talk, I'd be like this. Now if I catch myself doing it, I stop. And I show myself that it's okay. This is just me. It's okay. It's just an extra part of me that wants to be here right now, that needs to be here right now. So I learn. This is a lesson. It's a blessing. So I'm grateful for it that it's here. And I've learned to accept and love myself for who I am. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time. And there are a lot of other things in my body that I still have to accept. But I'll get there, step by step, and you will too. So, I just wanted to share with you these messages showing my face as it is, because guys, I don't really wear makeup, and I wear makeup once in a while. So I'm not gonna put makeup on just to record a video. And this is why I wanted to record it as I am. I wanted to show the truth and not just make the light code transmission and not talk about it before. And now we're going to the light code transmission. So thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me out. I love you all so much. And we'll start with the code. You can take some deep breaths in if you wish to. This light code is for you to accept and love yourself as you are. Eserene ia, unarate ine, eserene tuatai. Be confident. Unarata asiye. Seiatai, Eke ai Uateai, Kiotai, Ai Suanarate ai, Eshineai, Iakoai, Daya. I love you. Love yourself too. Thank you. Take care. And namaste.